Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make it.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, Dave. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Floats it out in space. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Hard running there. And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Getting some heat. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Those 2 failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The incompletion brings up a second down. They'll run it from the gun. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Got his man on the right. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Really nice job there with the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Leaves it with the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slips a tackle. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important for an offense in the passing game to change the launch point of the quarterback. He can't consistently be 5 or 7 yards behind the center throwing the football. Move the pocket, get him outside, buy him some time so he can see the field, and then show you what he can do with that arm talent.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's LeBlanc.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll go to the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They're going to ride this running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Pocket starts to collapse. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And he makes the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Zings it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Buying some time. The throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking to pass. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
To the air, it's Sayin. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And credit to the offense, sticking with the run, but, man, it's not working. And this defense is not budging. And we've seen them all season. They've been so dominant. I do think it's going to have to come through the air. And you're going to have to turn your quarterback loose, let him rip the football, because this defense is so stout against the run.
On second down, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Dances away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Right, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. It's a reverse. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game. One of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Hand off to the lone back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they got him for the sack.
And the defense just gets their fourth sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. And it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Final play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown time! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To throw, it's Sayin. This time he's got his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Fires left. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the time.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip up.
Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll go to the toss. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss to the right. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. After this, it'll be a wrap. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
One more play to pad the stats. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.